What is the basic license course? The basic license course is targeted to those individuals who know that they want to get a paraglider pilot's license. It is an intensive course. It takes a minimum of 35 flights to qualify for your paragliding pilot license. It's a minimum of 4 hours of airtime. And within these flights and hours of flying, you need to do various maneuvers. We will assess you on your landing techniques, on your takeoff techniques. You'll learn about thermaling, using rising air to climb up. You will learn about descent techniques. We have techniques where we can pull in the wingtips of our gliders, make them smaller, and therefore descend quicker. You will learn about flying with other pilots, so that you deal with air traffic. It's quite an intensive course, and basically the point of the basic license course is to get you to a level where you are proficient at arriving at a site, assessing the conditions, taking off safely, flying safely, and landing safely. So that's the point of the basic license course. There are practical requirements, so there's practical teaching and practical requirements which you'll need to pass. There's also theory. We have 4 theory sessions, and there's also an exam which you need to pass. So this is a well thought of course. It's actually created and I administer it via the South African Hang Gliding and Paragliding Association. The course is approved by the South African Civil Aviation Association. So it is a regulated activity. The course is regulated. It's approved, and it's a well thought through course. How long does it take? We offer 2 versions of the course. We offer firstly a full-time 9-day intensive course. It takes place at our training facility here in Paarl. We start daily at 8 o'clock in the morning, and if the conditions allow for flying up until sunset, we'll keep going up until sunset. So we do encourage people to come stay out in Paarl for the duration of the course. Where our training facility is based, we do have camping facilities, and close by there are B&Bs and various sorts of accommodation to accommodate for all budgets. The cost of the course does include full gear hire, your instruction, the usage of the school radios, and transport to the flying sites that we use, which are close to Paarl. For example, Du Toit, Franschhoek, and so on. So these close flying sites that we use are all included in the cost of the course. It is a fixed 9 consecutive days. It typically would start on a Saturday and finish the following Sunday. So if you want to take the week off and come and bang out the course, this is an option for you. If you want to start the 9 days, for example, on a Monday or Tuesday, whatever it is, you speak to us and it can be arranged. So that's our part-time, our full-time offer. And then we offer a part-time version for those who can't take off the time and want to do this over weekends and so on. For the part-time version, it is 10 training days. These are not necessarily consecutive days. They could be a Saturday and a Sunday and the following Saturday and Sunday, whatever it is. It is going to be weather dependent and based on your availability. The cost of the course includes gear hire, but this time only for your first 10 to 15 and a maximum of 20 flights. There's a few reasons for this. One, we can't have our gear held up for a prolonged period, which is what the part-time course is. So the gear hire is provided for the first half of the course essentially. And one of the benefits of this, though, is that because you're doing this on a part-time basis, in this, by the time you've done your first 10, 15, maximum 20 flights, you would have learned about the course. You pretty much have decided that this is something you are definitely going to be continuing with, and now you can purchase your gear. And by purchasing your gear at this stage, whether it's new or used, doesn't matter. But by purchasing your gear at this stage means that you learn to fly your gear under our instruction. So that's a positive. Of course, we can't do this on the part-time version, I mean on the full-time version, because there just won't be enough time to order and receive gear in 9 consecutive days. So the benefit of the part-time course is that you get going immediately as soon as you want to with our gear, and halfway through the course you get your own gear and you finish off the course with your gear under our instructor's supervision. Furthermore, the cost of the course will, of course, it includes instruction for those full training days, those 10 training days, and it also includes the use of our school radios. Transport is not covered in the cost of the part-time course cost. So transport is for your account, and what this means is that when we're flying sites, for example, we're flying at Dutois and you land at the bottom and you need to get back up, we charge a fee for the use of the school vehicle to get you back up to the top. Dutois, we charge 35 Rand. At somewhere like Franschhoek, the cost is 70 Rand. It's a longer distance that you need to travel from the landing to the takeoff, and so these costs are for your account. So that's it on the basic license course. We are happy to provide you with our school prospectus and the training brochure, which is a lot more in-depth, but this is a nice overall view of what the course is, what it entails, and what you can look forward to when you sign up for it. So we look forward to having you here at our training facility. Oh, and what I neglected to mention is that people often ask, why are our courses more expensive than, for example, courses held in places like wilderness? And the simple answer is that we train out here on mountain sites. It's a very real experience, slightly more demanding in the training experience than coastal flying, for example, at wilderness. But we found that people who learn in this environment can pretty much fly anywhere. So that's one of the reasons. And what adds to this, given that we are training in a more demanding environment, is that for the majority of your flights, especially in the beginning, but mostly for most of the course, you will have 2 instructors present. You'll have an instructor at takeoff, an instructor at the landing, and you really maximize on your learning experience by getting thorough feedback on what's happened at takeoff and the first half of your flight, and then what's happened on the second half of your flight and at landing. And so by having 2 instructors, it does push up the cost of the course, but we're totally comfortable with this because we are certain that this is a really quality experience, and the students who qualify from our courses, who learn out here on our mountains, in our opinion, are definitely at a higher level than those who learn at coastal sites. So we look forward to having you. It's without a doubt, probably it most likely is going to be a life-changing experience, and in a really positive experience. Having a paraglider pilot's license really opens up the world, and it totally changes how you see the world. So we look forward to having you. Until then, stay safe.